My inspiration is Gemma Shiel at Lazy Oaf. In their own words, Lazy Oaf is a pop graphic, print-focused illustration label bringing you arrays of new clothing, accessories and stationery. Gemma Shiel, the brains and creative soul of this company, studied textile design at Nottingham Trent University 11 years ago, and since then, going from a stall at a London market, has grown to a massively popular website, a shop just off from Oxford Street, and stock lists in Japan, Paris and all over the world. The way in which she inspires me is her unique graphics, both her vector characters she loves slapping on t-shirts and jumpers, to hand illustrations that are abundant on her cards and stationery. Lazy Oaf has a distinctive style. It's made for the young, the quirky and the colourfully minded. It's designed for people who shop on the high street but are looking for something a little different without the designer price tag. Gemma designs with this in mind. She makes clothes and accessories that she would want to wear. To attract the young audience she wants, she constantly adds to the collection and keeps it relative to society. For example, Gemma couldn't pass the Royal Wedding up for Creative Burst, and a birthday card and tea towel was created. The graphics and designs appeal to both male and female equally, from early teens to the mid-20s, and with the homeware collection expanding, I think her idea of who the brand can reach is also. Gemma Shiel's designs consist of two main ventures, t-shirts and birthday cards, with two distinctive styles, vector characters and hand illustrations. The t-shirt designs are mostly vector graphics of quirky little characters and faces. You have to remember the context to which your designs are going to be put, and although not as important in the t-shirt design as the card design, you can tell Gemma always bears this in mind. The faces and characters are never all too complicated or expansive, which makes them versatile for whatever shape or size garment they will be placed on. The cards that Gemma designs are usually hand-rendered illustrations hardly touched digitally and always slightly peculiar, such as this one. Her characters are head-heavy with a real sketchy penned look, often with any full colour not quite sticking to the lines. The thought behind the design and composition is thought about more with the cards, as they're to be printed on a standard size. This means that Gemma knows exactly what space she has to work on, and therefore her designs are legible. Typography comes in here as well, and it isn't all that varied with Gemma's designs. When you usually hear about hand-drawn font, you get ones that are either childlike or something reminiscent of Lucinda handwriting, but with this, it really is just someone who's written what she needs, and it works. It's never straight, it's never in a line, and I'm not sure how much thought Gemma actually puts into it, but with the overall look of the brand, it only makes it better. With this, I think you can see how knowing and having the leniency to decide what medium your products will be when designing, it heavily helps. However, Gemma has done some commissions, notably one for Tate, and with this, the designing came before she knew what the final product would be. Gemma was asked to create a collection for the gift shop, and here she talks about her creative strategies. At first I came up with lots of stationery-led ideas. I always draw with pens, nothing fancy. I think I came up with about 20 tea designs for them that range from my art heroes to some awful art puns. The successful designs I tried to develop further are followed through ideas of drawing, through to jewellery, notebooks and badges. This shows that, unlike the designs for her own shop, she can still design and adapt as needed by a client. Gemma also talks about a creative space which, for me, is important in the creative process. When I am working from home, I surround myself with piles of objects and scrappy bits of paper. There is always some kind of snack on the go. I should say when I have some hardcore creating to do, I lock myself away at home for a while, but most of the time I am creating stuff in the studio, when I get a chance, where the fridge isn't so much a distraction. I feel that as a professional designer, freelance or in-house, it would be highly beneficial to have a separate workspace outside of your home to work in, so you can detach yourself and come back to the work with a fresh mind. Not only does Gemma inspire me as a designer, I have much admiration for the empire she has built from the ground up. Gemma is as much as inspirational as a businesswoman as she is a designer to me. It's Gemma Shiel at Lazy Oaf.